With despair growing closer, at the same time there's a very strong revelation that maybe, just maybe, the story about the four dark stars and the four shining stars actually may be a lot more complicated than we initially thought. Although, if this is the case, it does certainly explain why some of them do have very strong human-like appendices, but that is beside the point. Yes, it's me, the Anger and a fan, that are the Despair reviewer, although I technically only review Eden Zero nowadays, even though even that seems to burn me out nowadays. So this is Eden Zero chapter 187, and well, what can we say? First off, a cover page about Professor Wise with the young Happy and Rebecca pairing with a snail. Huh. Still, we haven't seen that professor, but I don't know if this is the end game or not. Last time, though, Shiki attacked the fake apparition that was the witch, which was, of course, was wizard. He was surprised by this, and proclaims that that Shiki's heart is bending towards darkness. Once again, an implications I do not like. A lot of people on the internet have been actually saying that there's some very strong implications that that Shiki is heading towards the path of villainy, or at least anti-hero-ness. I do not like that, but nowadays even reflected into the manga, the fact that his heart is bending toward darkness. Granted, it's Wizard saying that, so it just may be something else. So, and just like his name precedes, even Wizard has the power of magic, just the same as Witch has. And he is actually kind enough, or maybe Hiromishima is kind enough to finally reveal all the titles of the other Dark Stars. Of course, he doesn't reveal though their names, seeing that the Shining Stars had that. Killer is the brains of Eden's one, which is to match Hermit, who is the mind. Clown is surprisingly called the Death, which is of Eden's one, which is to correspond with Sister's life of Eden's. And of course, as we learned last time, also Brigadane is the armor, which is to match with the sword. And so, what is Wizard? Well, he is the spears of Eden's one, which is to correspond with Witch, who was the shield. And so the fight between Shiki and Wizard begins as they use many different magic, including different including different facts of the fact that Shiki managed to use gravity to compress the magic. Even though hitting Wizard, it seems to have no effect on him, as he shoots many different magics, including fire, thunder, ice, and anything else. Even taunts Shiki the saying that his gravity is nothing to Siggy's. So Shiki enters his new, or should I say, more improved demon form or overdrive form, and tries to do a meteor attack. Is the fact that Wizard himself is saying that he has altered himself in 3 years. However, even though using the meteor breaks, surprisingly Wizard has to show that broken ass power I hate to see from a villain, because then once they're defeated, people cannot stop complaining about it. And apparently he has another magic, Drain Ether, which yes, allows him to drain Shiki's complete overdrive and siphon off that magic into his own ether, therefore making himself more powerful. Ergo, the more powerful the ether unleashed upon me, the more powerful ether he absorbs. And so he actually reveals also that yes, even the Dark Stars has a battle dress. Is the fact that they call it a battle dress is actually kind of strange. I thought it was going to be called battle suit, since battle dress corresponds more with Shining Stars. In his battle dress forms, I thought it was going to look like an old man, but I don't really know how to describe how he looks like. It looks like he is fully covered in an armor and seems to have holy wings. He taunts Shiki by saying that a human can never hope to defeat a machine. As Shiki has lost a lot of ether, suddenly the memories of Wizard begins to fall into him. This is very strange. It seems to imply that Shiki is now aware that sometimes memories can fall into him. It's not exactly known mm, if Wizard or Shiki is the one who's saying what memories. Although it's likely that it's Shiki who's saying that, yeah. So, and that is the biggest surprise of all. Because then we see a brief scene of a bespectacled witch talking to a man in a suit, which is Wizard, who says that if I'm a you're like a wizard. If I'm a wizard, then you must be a witch, the magician of a courtroom, a steel sorceress with ironclad logic. Oh, that makes it sound rigid, which seems to imply that once upon a time, wizard and witch had a past. And more than that, there is no facial lines on wizard when he is talking like that, somewhat implying that maybe wizard and witch, or maybe even all of the Eden's machine androids were once human. Of course, the chapter ends there before we get any reveal, unfortunately, which I really, really hate, because I don't really like the situations, the fact that the villain is winning and the hero is losing. But then again, that is the typical Hiro Mashima shtick. The villains will always push the heroes and then they will come back just like that. And don't get me wrong, I love when the heroes come back just like that. It's just that it takes a very long time for that to happen sometimes, and that's what I don't like. So yeah, Shiki seems to now be aware that memories can fall into him. And Witch and Wizard do have a past. We all know that Sigurd erased the memories of the four shining stars, meaning that what they remember they cannot do. However, is it possible that the dark stars know their past, and they have just chosen not to, seeing that they're supposed to be evil counterparts to the shining stars? Then maybe, yeah. I mean, we still don't know Wizard's reaction to that. However, but that brief flashback there is not enough to confront exactly what it does know. It does seem to imply that once upon a time, Wizard and Witch did know each other. That much we are certain. But it does not confirm if they really were once human or not. But yeah, Wizard also has broken ass power. I hate broken ass powers and villains. Only heroes are supposed to have that. So how will Shiki bounce back? More than that, what will Wizard respond? He will probably respond that he knows about all of this and he just doesn't care. Who knows? Maybe he will reveal some kind of past that the Shiki do not know. And when Shiki hears that, that will motivate him further. Because how will he even defeat Wizard if Wizard can absorb his ether? Or is it possible that Shiki will just overload the amount of ether he absorbs so that Wizard cannot absorb it? It usually is the thing with these absorbing type things. So yeah, that's also the revealed that all of the dark stars are. Killer is the brain, Clown is the death, Brigade is the armor, and Wizard is the spear. All to contradict the different life stars. The fact that Clown is the death is actually kind of creepy, but then again, it does match with the fear of everybody has of clowns. So give me your thoughts if you have any.